You're listening to the New Music Generator
with Brewboard, a fiercely independent brewery proud to support independent artists.
Generating.
Initializing. Stand by.
Cambridgeshire, Norfolk, Suffolk, Essex, Hertfordshire.
New Music Generator.
New Music Generator.
New Music Generator.
Hello, welcome to the New Music Generator. That is the release from Far From Refuge. It's called Circuits 2 Timelines. It is a song that we have played before. It came out about 3 months ago, taken from the album from the Cambridge band that was released at the end of June called Pillars of Language. The reason why I've started the show with that today is because it is one of many nominated videos for our inaugural Video of the Year category at the 2026 NMG Awards. And today and next week, and have we got another show before the NMG? Yes, we do. The next 3 shows, we will go through the videos that are up for that particular award, and we'll play you, as I say, a few more on the programme later on today. Hope I find you well. Got 2 hours of the very best music from across the eastern region for you. Today's show is special because we are exclusively on YouTube and exclusively on the radio in Suffolk, because our friends from Norfolk are not listening to this show, because I'm doing a separate show for the audience from Norwich tomorrow, which is when this show normally goes out. So that doesn't really mean anything to you if you're listening regularly, but it means a few different things to me. I don't have to worry about an ad break and news later on. I can just kind of play music and forget what the time is, so that's good. And it means I'm doing 2 shows this week, so if you do want to catch that second show, then you can find the details of how you can do that on our social media. It won't be on YouTube, but it will be on our podcast feed, as will this show be. If you'd like to get in touch, you are welcome to do so. You can email inbox@newmusicgenerator.com, or you can say hello on the chat. Brooke is there. She's had to write 100 lines because she missed most of last week's show. Hopefully she's finished that job now, and she's here paying attention, ready to chat to you in the YouTube comments. Of course, if you are watching this show back later on, or you are listening to it again, then you can't get involved in the YouTube chat, but that means you've just missed out, because there's quite a little community going on over on YouTube now, when we get people in, which is very nice. Anyway, new music from the inbox for you coming up for this week. I'll also, in about 25 minutes' time, be catching up with Seymour Quigley. He is the founder of the Washing Machine Nights, which is celebrating its 15th anniversary. Washing Machine and NMG are pretty much the same age. And it's coming back because it had a forced hiatus thanks to the fun and games that were going on at the Hunter Club Arts Centre in Bury St Edmunds, but it is back in September, and I've got an extended interview with Seymour to play you in about 25 minutes time that kind of covers the whole of the history of Washing Machine and the music scene in Bury St Edmunds as well, which is quite interesting. We've also got lots of new music for you to play from the inbox from this week. We've got new music from Bayou, Crying in Colour. We've also got a new track from the artist formerly known as Beth Merrill, now known as Merrill June. New music from The Disagreement as well, For the Hornets, Flats, Venus, Season, Xenonaut. Lots of things. And the longer I talk for, the less chance we'll have of fitting all that music in. So we should probably continue, really, shouldn't we? Here's a track from last week's playlist. This is Wake Up in June, always in my head.
honey, I'll need mine. I wanna rewrite the end. I wanna rewrite the ending. Oh yeah. I much prefer the Disney movie type of sailing into sunset and sky. Yeah, I wanna go, I wanna ride, I wanna kiss, I wanna fight, I wanna do what you do and I give you the truth. There's nobody but you in this whole damn world. But you need a degree, low self-esteem, back on your feet. Honey, I'll get it right, honey, I'll get it right. You're always in my head. Alright, never out my mind. Guess you needed space, and I need mine. Tell me what I need, yeah, honey, I need mine. I wanna go, I wanna ride. Yeah, I wanna kiss, I wanna fight. I wanna know you, oh. You're always in my head, never out my mind. 'Cause you needed space, and I need mine. Tell me what I need, yeah, honey, I need mine.
It's a new music project from Charlie Watson, Cambridge-based artist under the name of Wake Up in June. If you like the 1975 Bleachers and Lewis Capaldi, then that is kind of your thing. He's promised us more new music in the coming weeks. That is Wake Up in June, new music on this show. If you are an artist from East Anglia, particularly if you've only just found out about us, we've got 310 subscribers on YouTube now. Gone up another 10 since last week, so thank you very much. Another milestone crossed. But if you've seen us about because we're making a lot of noise over on social media because of the awards, and you're tuning in or finding this and wondering what's going on, then if you are an artist from East Anglia, and by that we categorise East Anglia as from Cambridgeshire, from Suffolk, from Norfolk, from Essex, Hertfordshire or Bedfordshire. If you're making original music and you are an artist, a solo artist, duo, band, producer, as long as you're making original music, doesn't matter what age you are, can be any age, get in touch.
To submit your music to the show, email an MP3 or WAV file to inbox@newmusicgenerator.com, ensuring you include a short biography and links to your social media.
All submissions from within our coverage area in East Anglia will be considered for airplay. NMG.
Now, we had a lot of fun on YouTube with this song last week. New release from Brazen Bull from Bury St Edmunds, featuring Final Transmission, Shark Attack.
Crushed into darkness before Help me! Help me! Oh, you son of a... Raging waves of water regret won't keep me down, won't drag me out. I won't choke yet, I won't despair. No more regrets, I won't die yet.
Available now to stream a collaboration of two Bury St Edmunds based bands, Brazen Bull and Final Transmission. That's Shark Attack. We're heading over to Norwich now for some brand new music from Crying in Colour, who say we hope the preparations for the NMG Awards are going swimmingly. Yeah, and thank you so much again for nominating us for the rock and new band categories. We're beyond excited to celebrate local music with everyone at the awards. We're just after a week of the event, we'll be releasing our track Ghost Girl. We wanted to send this one a little bit ahead of time as we're excited to get the promo underway. Well, consider it done. Crying in Colour are a female-fronted alternative band from Norwich who make noise and write deep lyrics. Musically, they take inspiration from a number of different genres, including grunge, hardcore, pop punk, and indie. Think early era Paramore. They've had a busy year so far with numerous song releases, summer festivals and gigs, scoring 2 NMG Award nominations. Their latest track, Ghost Girl, is an emotionally charged alternative rock song that explores themes of feeling distant and detached, a perfect sad girl song for crying in the club. So this is out a week after the awards. So the awards are the 11th, so I'm guessing this is out on the 18th of September. This is new from Crying in Colour.
If I don't pick up your call, it's 'cause I'm busy fighting demons that crawl across my wall. I'm sorry that I seem off if I'm acting cold when the fire in my chest burns. Blame the alcohol, I always pin this bed on her. I don't think I'm fine though. Everybody says I'm killing it in life. Sure, if killing means I die. The current through my veins, do you feel it?
That's kind of different to the Crying in Colour stuff that we played so far, but it does kind of fit in with the Paramore vibes. Paramore did some upbeat, sort of heavier stuff, but also some more ballady things like that. That is called Ghost Girl. Out in a few weeks' time, Crying in Colour from Norwich. No doubt we'll play that on the show again nearer the time as well. We're going to stay in Norwich now and play you one of two upcoming brand new tracks from the band Bayou, who we discovered on the show last year. Had in the studio last summer for an interview put on at the Voodoo Daddy showroom in Norwich at the end of the year. Not seen the guys since then, but they've been a little bit quiet as far as new releases go. But I guess as far as they are concerned, it's a bit like the proverbial bus. You wait for one song to come along and then two come along at once, because they are releasing two new tracks that they've recorded live at Tomato Studio, which is not a studio that I was familiar with. Great name, in Norwich. Now, they've sent two tracks through, and we're going to play one on this show, and then we're going to play the other one on the special Norwich edition of this show tomorrow, but we will play the other song on this show next week. So we're going to play you a track called Run Far. The other one's called Knots. We'll save that for you for tomorrow. And if you're on YouTube, you can watch the live session video, because it's about to be shown. This is Bayou and Run Far. That is new music from Bayou. Now, I'm confused about the title, because I went with Run Far, but the title of the track that they've sent me in the actual name of it says Run For. I went with Run Far because I thought Run Far made a bit more sense, and Run Far is what the video is called on YouTube. So if any of the band are watching or listening, perhaps they can let me know which one it is. But we're going to go Run Far, though it sounded like Run For. But anyway, whatever it is, it's a good track, and it's very typically Bayou in terms of their sound. which we like on the show. Played a lot of their stuff on the show of the last year, as I say. We'll play the other track next week on this show, but if you are going to give us a listen on the extra show tomorrow night from 6 till 8, then we'll have the other one. We're going to play exclusively bands from Norfolk on the show tomorrow, and I'll be joined in the studio by 3 guests. I'm going to have Nick Mobin on in the first hour, and then we're going to be joined by the Bungees, who I've never met before, and also by Blank Talk in the second hour of the show. So that's tomorrow from 6 till 8. If you can't listen to it, then you can find it on our podcast feed, but it will not be visualised because I'm going to another studio that doesn't have any cameras, and rigging up cameras and stuff is a faff. So it's old-fashioned radio, if you remember what that used to be like. We'll be talking to Seymour in a few minutes' time of washing machine fame, about 15 years of washing machine, how it all started, and the music scene in Bury St Edmunds. But here is a track that I forgot to play on the show last week. I don't like it when I do this, so I apologise, Robbie. It's probably not talking to me now because I emailed him and said I was going to play his song last week, and then I didn't. Anyway, this is called Sweetest Sin. It's the first time we played something from Robbie on the show before, but his previous release has reached over 8,000 streams on the usual streaming networks. That is all very good. He is from Luton in Hertfordshire. So let's have a listen to this. This is Robbie Herrick and Sweetest Sin.
I've been lost in your silence. I drift through your dark and get caught up in shadows. Your arrow left its mark. I want to feel wanted, like the air that you breathe. I want to hear you scream my name as it takes to your knees. Pull me close and take me under, tie me tight, breathe me deeper, lightning bolts through my veins. Let me be your sweetest sin. Let me be your sweetest sin. Let me be your sweetest sin. I wanna be the ache you feel, the fire you crave. I wanna hear you call my name, like a break and escape. I used to chase answers in everybody else. Now I sit in silence to be by myself. Pull me close and take me under, tie me tight, breathe me deeper, lightning bolts through my veins. Let me be your sweetest sin. Let me be your sweetest sin. Let me be your sweetest sin. Pull me close and take me under, tie me tight, breathe me deeper, lightning bolts through my veins. Let me be your sweetest sin. 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 Let me be your sweetest sin.
Sweetest Sin from Robbie Herrick, singer-songwriter from Luton in Hertfordshire. Now we're going to concentrate on Suffolk for the next half an hour or so. We're going to chat to Seymour in just a moment's time. But before we do that, we're going to play you a few tracks. Well, we're going to play you a track now and then another one after from some Bury St Edmunds-based bands. This one is playing at an upcoming washing machine night. The band are Lava Pigeon. This is They Did It Again.
Tell me why it's a bad thing that he's gonna be at the top again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Isn't it weird that he's back in after he's had precedent? Isn't it good? He's controlling immigration and reproductive rights. Isn't it great for being a racist, sexist, bigot? That's right. They did it again. They did it again. They did it again. They did it again. Isn't ignorance bliss when you're a patriot? Stop to the red, white, blue on your flag. And yet you can't even vote in a competent candidate. That's just sad. You're supposed to use your vote tactically, strategically. Whatever you do, you should have voted in a fascist like GT. His country fought against the Nazis, but how ironic that there's one right there in the presidency. They did it again. 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 They did it again.
Lava Pigeon, and They Did It Again. You can see them play at Ipswich Smokehouse, actually, this Friday. Their next local gig then is Bury St Edmunds Washing Machine on the 5th of September. They're then in London on the 10th of September and Cambridge Portland Arms on the 27th of September. The band are called Lava Pigeon, and that track is called They Did It Again. Right, last week I caught up with Seymour to find out all about Washing Machine, 15th anniversary, the birthday, and all about Washing Machine coming back from its enforced hiatus. If you're on YouTube, you can see this video and Seymour's cute little face on the screen. If you're on the radio, you can have a listen. It's an extended interview. It's about half an hour long. I think it's quite interesting. Hopefully you do as well. This week's guest is a man whose voice or face may even be familiar to you, especially those of you from the Bury St Edmunds area. It is Mr. Seymour Quigley. Hello.
Hello, Tim.
How you doing?
Yes, I'm very well, thank you. I'm very. I haven't put on any gigs in ages, so I'm genuinely really excited about coming back and doing things again.
Yeah. Well, this is
it's now called a venue.
Yes. Well, this is what we want to get you on for, to talk about, because we want to make everybody aware that the Hunter Club is back open again, and that as part of that, the washing machine nights are returning. We don't need to go into the nitty gritty of why the night stopped temporarily and why the Hunter Club closed temporarily. I think all of that's been played out, dirty laundry in public quite enough. But suffice to say, and you have been very vocal about this online, is that it is very important that the town has the Hunter Club as a venue, and we are all pleased that it is open again and will be welcoming gig goers very soon.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I grew up in Bury St Edmunds when there were no venues, and it was a very different town for a number of reasons. But part of it was it didn't feel like there was anything to do. It didn't feel like there was any kind of outlet for creativity. And to most people, that meant there was no point in bothering to do anything fun and creative, because where would you do it? So it's the whole attitude and feel of Bury St Edmunds has changed so much since live music started up in the town again over the last, would be as old as Bury Sound now, so I guess about 28 years.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm old enough to remember a time before that and how bleak it was. So the fact that we've managed to keep this amazing venue is such a good thing for the town.
Definitely. So Washing Machine is celebrating 15 years this year. So take us back 15 years. Where did Washing Machine start? Where did the idea come from?
I've been living in London for about 7 years, and when I'd left Bury St Edmunds, there were some regular nights. There was a promoter called Jason doing a thing called Planet Beat at the Priors Inn, but the Priors Inn was kind of the only pub in town that would allow bands playing their own stuff to put nights on. There were a couple of other places as well, but they weren't really suitable venues. They didn't have stages, and the gigs at the other places tended to be sporadic and chaotic, and but eventually the Prize Inn was shut down and demolished. So it had been a struggle for promoters to kind of hold a scene together. Joe Weaver, who helps Washing Machine a lot, and he's really involved in a lot of things in the town. He had started putting on kind of one-off events at various venues, and he'd done amazingly, but it was an emo scene, very, very much an emo scene, with no other kind of flavors in there. And kind of simultaneously, I think what had happened was every single person in all the young emo bands had all gone to university at the same time, leaving nothing. So kind of Joe was suddenly a promoter without a scene in a town without a venue. And when I came back from London, and I've been part of this amazing scene in Lewisham based around a pub called the Fox and Firkin. And the Fox and Firkin was kind of the perfect venue as far as I was concerned. It had about 200 people. You walked in and it was as if everyone had known you all your life. You just felt really welcome there. And they had bands, any band they liked, they would put on regardless of genre. And a community built in this little pocket of southeast London around this scene. And it wasn't as if everyone there had the same music tastes or the same fashion sense. It was, everyone was drawn there by positivity. And so when I moved back to Bury and there wasn't much going on, I thought, right, okay, let's have a go then. I'll see if I can, what I need is a fox.
Yeah.
We need a Fox and Firkin in Bury St Edmunds. And I've been paying it, I've been really I've been following the Norwich scene as well. And Norwich had some great nights happening. There was a really good scene there, a kind of Riot Girly scene, similar, I mean, as in similar to Riot Girl, which was there were bands like Fever Fever and Glory Glory, and Violet Violet. They all had the same word twice. And I loved that, and it was totally DIY. So I could see things happening in Norwich, and I could see things happening in South East London, and I just thought, well, let's see if we can do that in Bury. So Joe wanted to be involved. A guy called Neil Raisin wanted to be involved, and my wife Kate was involved as well. And she actually named the night Washing Machine. And I thought for years she'd named it after a Sonic Youth album, and I thought that was really cool. Later on, she told me when I said what should we call the night, it was literally the first two words that popped into her head, and it just sounded cool. So yeah. Without even trying, Kate Quigley is the coolest person in Bury St Edmunds. So we started this night at a place called the LP, which was not all ages, and it didn't have a stage, and it didn't have any kind of proper PA system. And we put on a gig, and 60 people turned up, and then we thought, great, we'll put on another one. And then for the following 18 months, no one came.
Oh, really?
We were putting on a gig a month to nobody, and after the LP gigs continued for about 6 months, and then we moved to the Hunter Club, and the Hunter Club wasn't yet a venue and didn't yet have a stage either. But the minute we put a gig on there, Nick, who was running it at the time, said, right, we are turning this into a music venue. So he bought a PA and bought some lights and built a basic stage, and let us carry on doing it despite the fact that no one was coming to our gigs, because he hoped, as we did, that eventually there would be a scene, and eventually there was. But it's those, looking back, if I hadn't been so insanely determined that things would happen, we would have given up. If I'd had any kind of business sense, we would have given up, because we were just losing money. And when I say we, I mean me, because by that point, I was kind of me driving it, because I was so determined it would work one way or another. But then young people started forming bands, and we realised there was one band called Keys, and Keys were all about 15 years old, and their friends came to see them, and gradually younger people started forming bands again, and that was when it started to take off. So it took a long time to build up, and I've been putting on 2 gigs a month for years now, and we're really lucky, because it's built to a point where we have regularly good turnouts. But I never take that for granted, because it took so long to get there. And it also part of the problem with that was there were hardly any bands in Bury at that point. So who was going to come and see the bands if there weren't any bands, and they didn't, which meant there were no friends and family who would come and watch them.
It's all a sort of chicken and egg situation, isn't it?
Yeah,
well,
exactly. And nobody was in the habit of coming to watch gigs either. So
fair play to you and Joe and Nick, to give him credit for persevering with this and sticking by it, because I guess my next question would then be, if you were to then tell yourself in that period of time 15 years ago what has happened since, and say it's been running successfully for a number of years, and you've had many sold out events, and all the bands that have come through, and some of which have gone on to big things beyond the town, what would you have said to yourself? Bearing in mind we're on the radio, so don't swear.
I don't know, because to be honest, I would do it even if nobody came to the shows. One of my big inspirations was Richard Rose from Repeat Records, who were based over in Cambridge. They're based more in Swansea now, because he was from Wales originally, moved back there. But he'd built kind of a scene in Cambridge that wasn't quite like the Bury scene, because Cambridge always feels like shifting sands compared to Bury St Edmunds. It was very hard. It was very, very hard for him to really get people to care, and I was always really aware of that. But it never stopped him. He was totally unbothered by whether or not anyone ever went to any of his shows. For him, it was all about the fact that he got people up there on stage doing something, and that the people who had bothered to turn up were having a good time, and he got a good night out of it, and a sense of satisfaction that he'd made a positive difference, even if it was a small one. And that was so inspiring to me, having worked with Repeat Records on loads of different projects and kind of watched the way that Rosie did things. I would have just carried on anyway, even if we got to the point now, all these years later, and we still have 30 people coming to a show, or 20 people coming to a show, I'd still do it, because as long as there were bands to put on the stage, I would have carried on doing it. And Washing Machine doesn't make money anyway. It's a £5 ticket for 5 bands. There's no money in it for me. There's literally, the money goes on covering the costs of making sure that the bands have petrol money to get home. I've got a day job. It's not my actual job. And I'd rather it was an affordable thing that gave people opportunities.
I was going to say, is that an important thing to you, for the ticket price to stay £5 to make it affordable, but also to make it accessible for young people to come? You mentioned that there were venues before when you did it that didn't allow under 18s, but it is very important that Washing Machine does welcome those people in, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It needs to be for everyone, because music is for everyone, and it genuinely is one of those things that brings people together in a totally positive and healthy way. There's no competition in music unless you choose to make it a competition. You can come along and find something to love, even if you don't like the bands that you're listening to. I wouldn't listen to them on record. You know, the atmosphere in the room, and the fact that there's this sense of togetherness and a sense of people trying to do something brilliant in a time that's very testing and very bleak, you know, that brings a lot of people in. It's what makes me want to be involved in the music scene more than anything else. It's the sense of, you know, feeling that you have to kick against all the negativity in the world. And the £5 thing, I didn't grow up in a rich household. I was only able to access music because my mum enrolled me in a church choir, which meant I could get free singing lessons. And I did drama on Saturdays because there was a group that would let children do it for 50p. And there were free opportunities and cheap opportunities when I was growing up, but those things are few and far between now. £5 is affordable to anyone, and we're actually doing it so it's pay what you can on the door, from our September gigs onwards. So if someone does turn up and they genuinely don't have anything, we're not going to turn anyone away, because we want people in the room being part of something positive, because we have to do positive things at the moment. Hate and division are gaining far too much traction. We have to do things to remind people that we have more in common than we have. The Joe Cox quote, isn't it? But it's so true, and I believe it. We do have more in common than what sets us apart. And in a gig room is where we see that. So yeah, it has to be affordable, and it has to be accessible, and it has to be for everyone.
And there's always a great atmosphere. I remember, I was just thinking about 15 years ago what I was doing. Well, NMG started 15 years ago, so we're a similar age. But I think the first Washing Machine gig I probably came to would have been probably 2012. Probably first came along because I was involved with some bands that were playing. And one of the things that struck me immediately was how welcoming it was, how welcoming you were, how welcoming everybody was that was there. There were people there that weren't necessarily performing. There were people just went down to support in their mates, or people that just went down to support music in general. And that's very refreshing, and it's not something that you see on all the scenes around the country, unfortunately, but it's something that struck me, and it's something that's been very much that way ever since. It is a very well supported event. People go down there to see their mates, to socialise, to see live music, have a good time.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's in stark contrast to how things were kind of in the olden days of Bury St Edmunds, because Bury had been a very angry town in the 80s. It was a national front town, lots of racism, lots of violence, and also lots of homophobia. If you're an indie kid growing up in the 90s before Britpop, then you would be queer bashed. You know, I have friends, you know, and when I say queer bashed, I mean gangs going out armed with knuckle dusters and improvised weapons to beat up anyone they thought looked gay. That was the reality of growing up in Bury St Edmunds in the 90s. And you know, it doesn't now. It feels like it doesn't matter what you're into. Everyone gets on board with the inclusivity of it. You know, we get loads of American squaddies coming in off the bases, who and you know and loving what's happening there, loving the atmosphere, and people, you know, and people. We've had people travel from, what's the furthest someone's travelled? Belgium.
Wow.
Yeah, a guy drove to Belgium for 2 shows, like twice, as in he did the journey on 2 separate occasions. He wanted to see the bands who were playing at the Hunter Club, so he drove from Belgium. He was Belgian. He had no links to Edmunds.
Crazy.
You know, it's we've had people travel from, you know, all the way down from Scotland to see about amethysts.
Yeah.
There was a couple who their first song was an amethyst song, so they drove down from Scotland. You know, it's wonderful seeing people, you know, make all these friendships and connections, and it's that community.
Yeah,
is the best part of it.
So, as you say, it's had a break, but it is back. Tell me about the first gig back. When is it, and who's on the lineup?
So the first gig back is Saturday, the 5th of September. We've got the Fifth Floor and Lava Pigeon co-headlining. They're both bands who have kind of came up through Bury Sound around the same time, and they're really, really exciting to watch live. And they're kind of equal. They equal billing. There was no way I could decide. They wanted to play together, and there's no way I can say that one is not the headliner. Right. So they are headliners. And then we've got the Winonas and Irrelevant Boy, and a band called the Shop Taggers playing as well. The Shop Taggers I'm really excited about because I've been watching their videos, and their subject matter is a bit like a lot of the they're I think Six Music will absolutely love them when they start making really good recordings, because they're lyrically very wry, and with songs about like they're going shopping but in a really kind of post-punk way. So I'm really excited about, well, I'm excited about every gig, but you know, that's going to be the first one back after a 6-month break, so I'm going to be down the front, jumping up and down from the minute it starts.
Yeah. And I mentioned that you've got one that's tagged as a 15th anniversary one, which I know you've got Gaffer Tape Sandy as part of the lineup. Tell me who else is on that one, and when's that?
So the 15th birthday party is Saturday the 3rd of October. That is Gaffer Tape Sandy, and then Rats as Big as Dogs on the main support. That's my band. I won't apologise for that. I love Gaffer Tape Sandy, and I want to play my own birthday party. Really Big, Really Clever, Egregore, and Severely Outnumbered. Egregore and Severely Outnumbered are also Bury Sound bands, and, who I absolutely loved watching at Bury Sound earlier this year. And it's good because, you know, things like we've got the Bury Sound band competition as well, which brings new bands in, and there's always more new bands every year. Every year, more and more and more new stuff is happening. So that's a sign of a really good. That's a sign of a really strong scene. Yeah. The fact that more people are wanting to get involved. It's actually, when I look at the dates, it's not quite. It's actually a little bit before our 15th anniversary, because our first gig was the 21st of October 2011.
Right.
I looked it up, and it was actually later than I thought.
Okay. Well, that's all right.
Yeah, but none of the actually, Pussycat and the Dirty Johnsons played that. They've split up now, but the Vitamins were the main support that night, and they're still together. So I probably need to get them back, don't I?
Yeah.
And Cassetto, a member of Cassetto is now in Forget, Regret, who are so people who were there 15 years ago. Some of them are still in the scene.
Yeah.
And Lewis Mockler.
Yeah.
He played our first gig.
Did he?
Hunter. And he's coming back soon. He's doing a show in Bury.
He is, yeah. To people who are invited.
To people who are invited.
To people who are invited, yeah. Cool. Gaffer Tape Sandy, one of the, I think is that date as part of a couple of dates that they're doing. Always come back to Bury St Edmunds and play the Hunter Club.
It is, yeah.
They are one of Bury's success stories of the last few years, and it must mean something to you that they still want to come back and play the Hunter Club. It means as much to them now as it did when they first started in all their various bands that they were in at the beginning.
Yeah, it is. I remember when they first came, the first gig they played for me, I think they were like first on at a show, and then we got to be a Bury Sound headliner. because we always put on bands to headline who we think should be headlining. But they took off really quickly. And if it hadn't been for COVID, I think they would have got a lot bigger than they have done. But they're going all over Europe, playing massive festivals, and yeah, this show is part of a tour. They could have done a bigger venue than the Hunter Club, but they love the Hunter Club, which is nice because it's where they started. Catherine used to work there. She did like work experience there. So yeah, it's nice that people want to come back. And like Pet Needs, they're a really big band now. They've been like top 20 in the album chart, but they've come back to play, and it's beneath them. And I know it's beneath them, but they still come back to play. You know, they don't charge none of these bands charge £5 for a ticket. No, but they understand what we're trying to do, and they like the venue. So
yeah,
they
exactly.
do.
Just goes to underline. So it's what we said at the start: is the importance of that venue, and the role that it's played in people's lives and musicians' lives. Just run us through some of the other ones you've got coming up, because I know you programmed right the way through to the end of the year. I guess you had plenty of bands to choose from, having had a break for a little while. You probably got a backlog, haven't you?
We have. The nice thing is there's loads with all that's happened and everyone thinking we were going to lose the venue. All of a sudden, loads of new promoters have come along, and the new management at the club have been really encouraging towards new promoters. So it's not just Washing Machine doing regular gigs now, and that's brilliant. Yeah. We've got artists. We've got promoters like Good Dog Promotions and Shut the F Up and Backseat Clutch and the Noise People, which is run by Jay from France's Biggest Dogs. The Reggae Nights coming back. Kate Jackson, who used to be in the Long Blondes, she is back and getting involved. She's heavily involved in Rooms Fest, which is an all-dayer coming up, which I've had nothing to do with, which is brilliant because it's the first massive event that's happened in years that I've had no involvement in at all. And that's what I've always wanted. I've been waiting for people to come along, and so we could have loads of events happening, because that's how it should be. None of us are competition to each other. It means that it means hopefully eventually everyone will be represented, all music tastes will be represented. Anyway, I've totally digressed. Saturday the 19th of September, we've got Oynar for the Hornets, Praetorian, Baby Bullets and Manassas. Saturday 3rd of October is our 15th birthday party. Saturday the 17th of October is Damp Matches, Dollface, Interesting Times Gang, Rots Rats and Wingman Soji. And then 24th of October, we've got Jaded Teeth and Oscar November, who won Very Sound. And 21st of November, we've got Chance for Good, The Detour, The Disagreement, Sam Milne and the Tyrants, and the Just Davy Band. So that's, and then our Christmas party, 5th of December, we've got Hello Kitty Fanland headlining with Pig. Have you heard Pig yet?
I haven't heard Pig, no.
Do you like digital hardcore, Tim?
I don't know what digital hardcore would be.
If you like digital hardcore and bands like Atari Teenage Riot, Horrible Electronic Noises and Screaming, then they are the band for you.
Okay.
And I do, so because Atari Teenage Riot, one of the greatest live bands I've ever seen. So Berry finally has a digital hardcore band. A communist digital hardcore band as well for extra angry German points, even though they're from Suffolk. So yeah, it's exciting.
Brilliant. Tickets.
No hip hop nights yet though, so if there's any hip hop promoters out there, then please get in touch.
Okay, all right, get in touch with Alec at the Hunter Club, and he'll happily have you. Tickets for all of these, people can get them from one place.
Yeah, it's now all tickets now at hunterclub.co.uk.
Easy to
and
remember.
That's every Hunter Club.
Nice. Okay, I like that. Everything's under one roof. That's all good. Well, thank you. Congratulations for 15 years. It is a great achievement, and you should stand there and be proud of everything that you've helped contribute. You're a bit like me in that you don't take compliments and things particularly well. I know it's all about the music scene and what everybody else has done, and you've just played a small part. But I'm sure I would be remiss if I didn't thank, on behalf of the whole music scene, current and past, for your determination, really, to start the thing and keep it going. And we very much appreciate that, and you. And don't use I know you won't, but don't use the opportunity that there are some other promoters now to decide you're going to retire or anything. You've got to still do it for years yet.
No, I've genuinely missed it, and in fact, I'd be so bored if I didn't do it as well. That's the thing. Like, it's lovely that people say thank you to me, but I get a night out of it. So it's not like it's completely altruistic. You know, at the end of the day, I really want something good to do, and there's not really any. There's no better way I can think of spending my time.
Yeah, definitely. Let's just finish on a quick word on the awards. You are one of our judges. You've been a judge at the awards for many years. I think you might have even been involved in the very first one years ago. The awards are 14 years old officially this year. It's the 13th event because we stopped one for COVID. How are you getting on without giving anything away? What are your thoughts so far on what you've listened to?
I mean, there's a lot of great stuff out there. And it's again, I actually, the NMG Awards is a good way for me to discover some artists I hadn't heard, and I have ended up booking Bounce and Washing Machine based on artists who sent you stuff. So it's good. So far I've only done the electronic and experimental and the male solo categories.
Okay.
And I'm sat at a computer with all of the tabs open for the rock category because that's my next one for this evening.
Nice.
There's a lot of bands in there that I know, but I know there'll be some nice surprises. So
Yeah.
So yeah, it all forms part of a lovely big East Anglian scene, doesn't
Exactly. Yeah, we're all friends, and me and Seymour, we see each other kind of at 2 points during the year. We see each other for the first few months of the year for Bury Sound, and then we have a break from each other, and then we see each other in September for the awards, and that's generally the main times of the year, isn't it?
Yeah, unless I bring my children to a show at the Apex. Like
That's true.
City,
Or I bump into you in town, which I seem to bump into you more than I do most other people for some reason.
which is weird because I don't even work in Bury St.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for chatting, and thanks for everything. And we'll see you soon. See you at the washing machine night.
Thank you very much, Tim.
This is Seymour's band. He mentioned Rats as Big as Dogs. This is called A Deerskin Girl Son. Rats as Big as Dogs, and that is their track called A Deerskin Girl Son. Seymour's band, who you can see at one of the aforementioned washing machine nights. Good to have washing machine back, and good to have the Hunter Club Arts Centre back open as well. Seymour is a judge at this year's NMG Awards. We haven't announced the identities of the judges on social media yet, but Seymour is one of our judges for 2026. I'll tell you who the other ones are in just a few moments' time. First, though, this from Mallory Knox. They're back with new material featuring their original frontman, Mikey. This is called Afterglow.
Daggers in my side. The dawn is yet to call doubt inside, the fear that time has surely passed you by. No, don't you blink, no, don't you hide. You can't find light if you're willing to try. You can't find light if you're willing to try. Willing to
New music from Mallory Knox. That is called Afterglow. I really like that track. Good to see Mikey back with the band. This is the New Music Generator. If you've just tuned in, you've missed the first hour of the show, playing some new music from the inbox and an interview with Seymour from Washing Machine. But you can find the whole show again to listen back to on our podcast feed, on any of your podcast providers. You can also find it on our Spotify account and listening back via the on-demand section of this radio station's website. Judges for the NMG Awards 2026. Seymour is one of them. The other people who are judging, and they are busy judging away at the moment, being judgy. And by the way, that interview with Seymour was recorded after the show last Wednesday, so I'm hoping that he's got further than 2 categories, because he's only got a week now, less than a week actually, until we take the results from the judges. That's next Tuesday evening. We'll be meeting in a secure bunker for the results meeting, and then I have to spend the rest of the week and a half after that trying not to let any cats out of bags, telling people, or accidentally telling people who won. So don't ask me who wins after next Tuesday, because I might accidentally tell you. Anyway, the judges can't have an NMG Awards without Gary Brown being a judge. Gary has judged every single NMG Awards, so we're on number 13 at the moment. He is the curator of the Five a Night at the Cambridge Junction, and also member of the bands Big Ten and Colonel Hathey. Also on the judging panel is Joe Weaver, who Seymour mentioned in that interview. Promoter, music manager, all-round good guy from Bury St Edmunds. So he's involved once again. Neil Jones, presenter of his own rock show, worked at the Cambridge Corn Exchange and with the Cambridge Folk Festival for many years now, runs venues down in Eastbourne, but still very much got his finger on the pulse of what's going on in East Anglia. So he is on the panel once again this year. Also on the panel is Ned Newman, former NMG Saturday presenter, drummer of Headcheck, who have just announced that they are returning. So he is on the panel once again this year. Melody Coles is on the panel, singer-songwriter in her own right, multiple NMG Award winner. On the panel these days. And we've got 2 new judges this year. One of them is Helen Barnes. She is heavily involved in the First Light Festival that we've had a partnership with for the last few years. She knows really what's going on in Suffolk particularly. And also on the panel is Hayley Clapperton, who is a journalist, does work for Grapevine and also East Anglian Festival Network. And works at a few different venues as a steward and other important front of house roles in and around the Ipswich and Suffolk area. So there are judges for 2026, and they will be deciding the results of most of the categories. However, there are some audience-decided categories, and the audience voting opened on Monday. You can vote for your favourite producer, your favourite venue, your favourite festival. We'll go through the nominees for that in a minute. You can also vote for your favourite video of the year from the selection. Excuse me. And you can also vote for the Audience Choice Award and the new band category as well. So there's plenty of different categories. You can go on there. You can vote for any one of them. You can skip categories if you want to. Do what you like. Voting closes for that next Tuesday at 10 p.m. Right, let's get back into some more new music. This one from the playlist from last week. Eye in the Sky are back. This is called People Come and Go.
Sometimes I feel like I'm losing my mind. Other times I think I found it. Late nights dread when I'm half asleep. If I close my eyes hard enough I can see it. Oh, beautiful world. People come and then they go, but you won't ever leave me alone. You said at the end of the day there are people watching me. And people go but they return. I hope that the nights still burn. This I know that every time I'm strong before it, hey. 'Cause I told you what I saw. Yeah, I told you what I saw. Yeah, I told you what I saw. What I saw. What I saw. What I saw. Sometimes I feel myself holding on tight, like I have every right. I'm a possessive type. Sometimes I wake up to people gone. A reminder if that will hold my breath, I'll still face the death alone. Oh, beautiful world. People come and then they go, but you won't ever leave me alone. You say at the end of the day there are people watching me. And people go but they return. I hope that the nights still burn. At least I know that every time I'm stronger for it, hey. 'Cause I told you what I saw. Yeah, I told you what I saw. Yeah, I told you what I saw. What I saw. What I saw. What I saw. Please don't completely erase my conscience. Please don't completely erase my conscience.
I own a sky, and people come and go. It's time to delve back into the inbox for some music from an artist that we've played on the show before under the name of Beth Merrill. She's nominated for an award this year under that name, but she has changed her musical name to Merrill June. She says, apologies, it's taken me a while to send this track over, but here is my brand new country pop single called Wave Your Old Life Goodbye that I've just released under the moniker Merrill June. It's all about saying goodbye to the old and welcoming in the new, resetting and not being afraid to take a chance on yourself and begin once again. Now, I really loved the last couple of tracks that Beth sent through to us last year, I think it probably was, Metronome being one of my favourite tracks for 2025. So let's see where this one stacks up. This is new. This is called Wave Your Old Life Goodbye.
Strolling down these roads, can't seem to find any satisfaction outside of my mind. Making my way 'cause I know I see a better life where I can be set free. There's no time for wasting, no time to hesitate. Your true life is calling you, so better not be late. Come take his hand, oh, your destiny awaits. You'll never know the best unless you try to wave your old life goodbye. Wave your life goodbye. Wandering around in a daydream, listening to the birds singing, flying free. Reminds me what my life could truly be if I'd only bravely step out on the sea. 'Cause he calls to me, telling me that I got what it takes. His plan is for me are greater than my previous mistakes. There's no time for wasting, no time to hesitate. Your true life is calling you, so better not be late. Come take his hand, oh, your destiny awaits. You'll never know the best unless you try to wave your old life goodbye. Wave your life goodbye. Oh, there's no time for wasting, no time to hesitate. Your true love is calling you, I know it's worth the wait. Come take his hand, oh, your destiny awaits. You'll never know unless you learn to fly.
Well, this is an appropriate song to be playing given the sad circumstances that was announced last night of the passing of Dolly Parton. Because I'm getting very much modern Dolly Parton vibes from that song, which is a huge compliment to you, Beth. It's Meryl June and Wave Your Old Life Goodbye. The track is available now if you would like to go and stream it. All right, let's play you a new track from a band who are going to be performing a collaboration at the NMG Awards in a few weeks' time with fellow young Cambridge band, The Contrives. This is the new track from The Disagreement, who are also on the Washing Machine lineup for the 21st of November. This is called The Thin Ice, and it's making its way to streaming platforms now. Before it gets there, we would love you to share it with your listeners. So we will. This is new from The Disagreement. This is called The Thin Ice. Wowza. Best release to date in my book. That's The Disagreement, The Thin Ice. Can I just remind you that this band range in age from, I think, like 12 to 16, something like that. I think from memory, the drummer is the youngest. We did meet them at the at Strawberry Fair and did an interview. I'm sure something like that age range. That's crazy. There is a lot of really crazily talented 18 and under bands this year. That category is very competitive. Be interested to see what the result of that is. You better see The Disagreement and the Contrives play live together, doing a special cover at the NMG Awards. If you want to get a ticket, there are still limited tickets available for the general public in the balcony on the top of the venue. It's like 30 tickets left or something. There's not many. We could be on for a complete sellout this year for the first time. Which is great on the one hand, but on the other hand, it means need to find a new venue. No, we can't move from the Apex. Artist tickets, though, are currently sold out, although I'm hoping to be able to release some back for sale next week. We have commitments with sponsors, and they don't always take up their tickets, and if they don't take up the tickets, then we can release them back to the artists. So if you didn't get a ticket in time, unfortunately, hold on fire. You can either wait, see if we announce something next week, or you can contact the venue directly and they'll put you on a waiting list, which means that if we do release some tickets, you'll be the first in the queue to be contacted to be able to buy them. Hopefully we can find some more tickets, because otherwise there's going to be quite a lot of people that are going to miss out, which would be sad. We might have to put up a big screen outside or something. But you will be able to watch it live on YouTube, but I appreciate that's not quite the same as being able to come along. Anyway, we'll sort something out. We'll work it all out. It'll be fine. Now, this new track is from an artist going by the moniker of the Whenevers. This is Harry. He got in touch with the show last week. He is a singer-songwriter from Essex. He sent 2 tracks through. One he helpfully flagged as having a swear word or some swear words in it, and the other one he told me didn't. So obviously we're going to go with the one that doesn't have the swear words in it. This is not his latest song. That's the one with the bad words. Hopefully he'll get us a radio edit. But for now, we're going to play you this called Going Home.
Toe the line, I'm going home. I'm digging up all of the seeds that I've sown, and all the days fall away, and they cannot be saved. I try to out my age, why can't you see? I've lost my head and they don't know what it means. I'm going home, oh no, and I've got nothing to show. There's nothing in for me. Watching from the side, slowly toe the line. I'm going home. I'm digging up all of the seeds that I've sown. I'm going home. Oh no, and I've got nothing to show.
got a bit of a 90s Britpop sort of vibe to it. You can tell he's from Essex as well. That is the Whenevers and Going Home.
You're listening to the New Music Generator with Tim Willett.
That is The Way They Go Down from Myopia. They are one of the artists that are nominated for Video of the Year this year. Produced by Tom Harbour, as an artist in his own right. We're playing a few of the videos that are nominated on the show today. We'll do the same next week and the week after, so we get through them all. We've already played you Far From Refuge earlier on in the show, and we will still play you, hopefully, 2 more before I go, if I have enough time. Definitely 1 more. The nominations are out for the producer, venue and festival of the year categories at the awards this year, and you can vote now. Go to newmusicgenerator.com, click on NMG Awards 2026 on the tab, and you'll be taken to a website where you can vote. There are 5 nominees in each category. Let me go. I better go and get these up on the website because I'm in danger of forgetting somebody. The producers that are nominated are as follows: Declan Cunningham. Hold on, need to skip audience choice. Skip new band. Skip video of the year. There we go. Oh no, that's festival. I need to go back now. Here we go. Declan Cunningham, Jake Day, Alec Jarman, Sam McDonald, and Carl Willett. Does stuff under Crap Beaver Productions. Jake Day is obviously at Northacre Studio. Alec Jarman at the Hunter Club. Sam McDonald does his own stuff in his own studio, I believe. And Carl Willett is based out of Hanford Studios. The festivals that are nominated, I can't go back now, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to remember these. The festivals that are nominated this year are the Brighton the Corners Festival All Day in Ipswich from earlier on this year, Lee Stock Festival, Strawberry Fair, First Light Festival, and oh damn, what's the other one I've just forgotten? Lee Stock, Strawberry Fair. Oh, I can't remember the other one. That's bad, isn't it? Sorry, I've got so many different names and people and things going on in my brain at the moment. While I find out who that other one is, I knew I'd forget somebody. While I do that, I'm going to tell you who the venues are that you can vote for, because I've got those on the screen. The Blue Moon in Cambridge, Coda in Colchester, the Hunter Club Arts Centre in Bury St Edmunds, the Portland Arms in Cambridge, and you can also vote for Voodoo Daddy's Showroom in Norwich. If you want to vote, you've got till Tuesday at 10 p.m. in which to do so. The other festival that I have forgotten is... Oh, come on. Keyword festival. There's loads of festivals in this document. So I'm going to keep pressing enter till we find it. Ipswich Music Day. There we go. That was the other one. I've just got a text message as well. Thank you, Alex. Ipswich Music Day. Sorry, Ipswich Music Day. You can vote for all of those. And good luck to everybody that is nominated. Right, let's move on to something I can do, which is to tell you about this next track, which is For the Hornets' new record. This is called Your Truth. They're also one of the artists who are playing at the Hunter Club Arts Centre for Washing Machine in September. This is a clean radio edit, thank you, of this track.
After hours of molding, taking several years, now your skin is your own. Bring your body to the beat as your heels hit the street. Music on the pavement, leather on stone. Keep walking, they'll keep talking. Your crew building you up, man, you feel brand new. Looking this good, take a solid foundation. Choose your shade, complete mutation. Every single day is an uphill battle. Never really know if I won the war. But who's the queen? Who has the power? Beauty and strength, I'm a double flower. Keep walking, they'll keep talking. Now don't you frown, won't let you drown. You'll float up higher wearing your crown. 'Cause you're a star, baby. Don't let them tear you down, because you're beautiful and that's your truth. never take my truth. You'll never take my crown. You'll never take my truth. You'll never bring me down. You'll never take my truth. You'll never take my crown. You'll never take my truth. You'll never bring me down. You'll never take my truth. You'll never take my crown. You'll never take my truth. There is no backing down. Now don't you frown, won't let you drown. You'll float up higher wearing your crown. 'Cause you're a star, baby. Don't let them tear you down because you're beautiful and that's your truth. Now don't you frown, won't let you drown. Float up higher wearing your crown. 'Cause you're a star, baby. Don't let them tear you down because you're beautiful and that's your truth.
For the Hornets. And Your Truth. Next up, we're heading over to Norwich for this Norwich-based quintet inspired by dream pop and folk bands of the 90s. With a wistful and foreboding approach to our harmony-heavy tunes, our group specialises in vulnerable lyrics and spaced-out jangly guitar riffs. They are releasing their single Floorboards on the 27th of October. Wishing the year away. No, thank you. 27th of August. That's tomorrow. And would love it if you would give it a spin on... I love it says in here. This is a copy and paste file. I've only just realised this. Would love it if you could give it a spin on brackets, insert, close brackets, radio. Insert your favourite radio station here. Floorboards is a 90s-inspired rock song that sits in the space between nostalgia and momentum, where lush melodies meet gritty undercurrents. The lyrics explore themes of isolation and insanity inspired by the poem The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe. Do you mean to say, Flat Venus, that you didn't just send that email to us and you sent it to other radio stations? Are you sharing us with other radio stations? I'm hurt. Flat Venus are Maisie, Zoe, Kian, Asa and Alice, and this is their new track. It is called Floorboards. Insert title here.
Footsteps on a landing, rounding corners fast. It's coming up through the floorboards. Something wicked come my way now from the past. I choose silence as my last words. I'm no good on God's green earth, He won't protect. What is life without the cage? Selfishly, I don't decline to bargain for it. What is love without the rage? I'm somebody, not somebody. I'm somebody, not somebody. I'm somebody, not somebody. I'm somebody, not somebody. Pushing cobwebs off my eyes, he's here beside me. And I can feel his heavy breath. Want to protect you from this infection that's inside me. But all it does is take and take. Would I give for sweet Persephone's release? But I'm stuck in Hades' hell. Locking eyes, I'm squaring up the silent beast. My sweet love insomnia. I'm somebody, not somebody. I'm somebody, not somebody. I'm somebody, not somebody. I'm somebody, not somebody.
There's Flat Venus and Floorboards. I like that. That is a very jangly tune. Very good indeed. And it's out tomorrow or today if you're listening to this on the 27th of August, or yesterday if you're listening to it on the 28th, and so on and so forth. Hi there, my name is Val. I'm the singer and guitarist of the Southend-on-Sea in Essex-based alternative rock and new metal band Jaded Jester. We just released our first album a few months back and hoping to spread our music to a new audience. We're really grateful for consideration. Hello, Val. Jaded Jester is a female-fronted alternative new metal rock band from Southend. I've just said that. The project started in April last year out of shared love for similar bands. It quickly evolved, thanks to the incredible chemistry within the band, into a full album, which was recorded in Val's home studio. The musical skeleton and lyrical dress of the songs are written and composed by multi-instrumentalist, songwriter and producer Val Feeder. Classically trained pianist Craig Leone skillfully crafts the compelling, powerful bass lines, whilst the drive and energy of the music are left to the versatile grum grooves of Jerry Brook. Influenced by bands like Skunk Anansie, Shinedown, After Bridge, Breaking Benjamin, the three-piece band vowed to bring back some of the 90s and noughties vibe to the current music scene with some catchy melodic vocal arrangements to contrast the rhythm-heavy, chunky riffs. This is new, over in Essex, from Jaded Jester.
I don't know what to say after all you put me through. Never mind all the pain I soaked up loving you. Instead I made a discard, don't even know where you are, likely stuck in your ways. So I look back and I find that I can leave you behind. Lock that door, lose the key, 'cause I've got nothing left to say. Look the other way, I'm not gonna play all your power games, messing with my brain. You can keep the shame. Wasted time, crowded space, no surprise, you take no blame. There's no blood thick enough to keep me from choosing myself. But no one knows where you are, the way you take it too far, justified in your rage. Thing is I no longer care, sadly I'm too self-aware. No goodbyes, disengage, 'cause I've got nothing left to say. Look the other way, I'm not gonna play all your power games, messing with my brain. You can keep the shame. Nothing left to say. Look the other way, I'm not gonna play all your power games, messing with my brain. You can keep the shame. Nothing left to say. Look the other way, I'm not gonna play all your power games, messing with my brain. You can keep the shame.
That is Jaded Jester and Nothing Left to Say. This is the New Music Generator. We have less than 10 minutes left of this week's programme. But as I said earlier, there's an extra programme tomorrow that you'll be able to find details of on our social media, and it'll be available on our podcast. I'll be joined in the studio for an extra 2 hours tomorrow by the Bungees, Blank Talk and Nick Mobin. Looking forward to that. This next track comes from Seasons. He says, one that's been cooking for a minute. The Ted Walford remix of Where the Girl's At. Seasons will be performing for us at the NMG Awards in a few weeks' time. Collaboration with Dominica and Maxwell.
Where the girls at, girls at, girls at, where the girls at, girls at, girls at, where the girls at, girls at, girls at, where the girls at, girls at, girls at tonight. Girls at tonight. Where the girls at, girls at, girls at, where the girls at, girls at, girls at, where the girls at, girls at, girls at, where the girls at, girls at, girls at tonight. Girls at tonight. Don't sit at the club all by yourself. You shake your body, shake your YSL. Giving me the eyes that think she like me, I can't tell. No, I can't tell. So out for the night with the girls. They just want a man to take them home and give them home. She just wanna understand you guys will find as well. Where the girls at, girls at, girls at, where the girls at, girls at, girls at, where the girls at, girls at, girls at, where the girls at, girls at, girls at tonight. Girls at tonight. Where the girls at, girls at, girls at, where the girls at, girls at, girls at, where the girls at, girls at, girls at, where the girls at, girls at, girls at tonight. Girls at tonight. Turn down the lights and close your eyes. Girls on the dance floor, like stars in the sky. Oh, we won't survive. Now we not alive. Shake your body, shake it all night. Your friends in front of you, so why don't you be mine? Choose me, baby, I'll do the wine. The wine, the wine, the wine. Where the girls at, girls at, girls at, where the girls at, girls at, girls at, where the girls at, girls at, girls at, where the girls at, girls at, girls at tonight. Girls at tonight.
The Ted Walford remix of Seasons track called Where the Girl's At. Try and squeeze two more in before I go. This next track is taken from the instrumental post-rock metal trio Xenonauts' new album, which is released on the 4th of September. It sounds as if it could be the soundtrack to a sci-fi film had it been composed by Hans Zimmer and Mastodon, is the description I've been given. We played a couple of tracks from this over the last few months, but this is one we haven't played yet. This is called Leica. I'm not entirely sure on how you pronounce the name of their album. I'm going to give it a go. In Calum? Incaelum, second word. That is new from Xenonaut. That concludes this week's programme. If you missed any of it, you can find the track listing on our socials at New Music Generator. Follow there for more details on the show, guests, and NMG Awards stuff. Back next week, we've got Jamie Wiltshire in the studio. Alex will also be here as well, talking about Series 2 of Behind the Music. So looking forward to that. If you want to listen back to the show, you can find it on our YouTube channel at New Music Generator. You can also listen on our Spotify podcast feed, and also where you get your podcasts and you listen again from this radio station. And for those of you on YouTube, I'm going to leave you with one last song. This is another artist nominated for the Video of the Year at the NMG Awards. This is Luke James Williams and Full Moon. See you next week.
On a night like tonight, it feels like all that's between death and life is a faint line, just a faint line. In a blaze of blood,
You're listening to the New Music Generator.
With Brewboard, a fiercely independent brewery proud to support independent artists.